Have y'all heard about the 12th man on the team? Okay, so listen, I didn't go to church today. I said this morning that I was not going. I did not feel like I was ready for that. So I did watch a few services today, though. And I have often called Christians out here on this app and on other platforms because as a believer, I have issue. I take issue when people are openly racist and call themselves followers of Christ or bigots or whatever ism or phobia you want to attach to it. Because I take the loving kindness route. That's the way I take it. So one of the examples that I heard my cousin use, he's a phenomenal, masterful storyteller. It really is. It does something. He's talking about the time that a friend of his invited him to go and speak to the Green Bay Packers. And they were playing in Seattle. So before the game starts, he's talking to the friend and the friend says, huh? And so he repeats himself. He's huh? Going on and literally every the poor he just can't hear. And finally he says, listen, I am so sorry. He said, I just can't. It's very hard for me to hear right now. He says, we have been practicing all week with like the sound on at the highest level. And my cousin, who's also a pastor, says, why would you do that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. He was like, because we're playing the Seahawks in Seattle. And my cousin is, like not as familiar with like certain football things. And so he was like, okay. And he says, oh, you don't get it. We're playing the Seahawks and we're playing in Seattle. Seattle is known. Like their fans, they're called the 12th man because Seattle fans, every time an opposing team gets the ball, every time, in this case, Green Bay would be on offense, Seattle fans are going to get up and they are going to scream. They are going to yell. They are going to chant and cheer, and you will not be able to hear. So in preparation for playing the Seahawks, the Green Bay Packers had been practicing all week with the sound amplified. It had been on the highest decibel possible, trying to prepare themselves for the way that they would play against the Seahawks because they were not just playing against the Seahawks, they were playing against the 12th man. And the 12th man makes a difference. And you're probably wondering why I'm giving football analogies, and this is the whole point of it. The whole point is, if you are a believer, if you are a Christian, the kind that follows Christ and not people or idols or whatever image you would insert there. If you are a follower of Christ, then your sound has got to be loud. Not loud as in speaking out and all, but the problem we are seeing, the reason that I can make videos and say, oh, it's the Christians that are doing these things is because those people who are claiming the name of Christ, who are doing things in the name of Christianity, they are louder than the followers of Christ. Right now, those people who have co-opted the name of Christ, they are the 12th man on the team. But the real followers of Christ, our message is much better. Our love is all-encompassing. Our works speak for us. When we choose to be the hands and feet of Jesus, we understand that loving kindness is how we draw people, not by damning them to hell or condemning the life they choose to live. Because if people are hungry, you should give them something to eat, not request a record of their salvation. You just feed the hungry. The problem is the Christians are not the 12th man. It's the other radicals, the ones who have co-opted the name of Christ, the ones who do racist things. They spew hateful things from their mouth, and they do it in the name of Christianity. And I'm not sure how familiar you are with hip hop, but there was a great rapper one time who said, will the real Slim Shady please stand up? And so I will end by asking that the real Christians please stand up. Because you can be louder than the hatred, the racism, the misogyny, the bigotry. You can be louder and your message can be clearer, but we have not been loud. We have not been clear. Our message has been muddled in trying to stay calm. And let me just say, I saw a video today on my FYP from Paige, and I did a video to her yesterday because I was extremely disturbed. And what Paige is encouraging her followers, her evangelical followers, to do is to speak out, to stand up for Christ. Well, the real Christians, please stand up.